Let's talk about Israel, Iran, the United States, and realignment. Israel and Iran are in active war against one another. Israel controls Iranian airspace and, during its initial strike, took out a large number of high ranking Iranian military officials as well as nuclear targets. Suspected nuclear targets, I should say. Um, it appears as if Israel deliberately did not kill off members of the Iranian government. The reason why, and I'll get back to this, is Israel is probably conducting something called realignment. The idea is you target the most violent members of an organization so that calmer people will fill those roles. Over time, you can realign an organization or even an entire government to become more compliant. Um, Now, during this time, Trump has stated that he's pushed for nuclear talks with Iran. And that has been the case for many, many months now. Originally, we had a nuclear peace deal with Iran that was completely sabotaged by Trump back in 2017, I believe. So we are where we're at because of Trump, mind you. But he said that he wanted to push for a deal. And initially, that seemed to be the case. He was pushing back on Netanyahu's desire to strike Israel or Iran. But now more information has come out that all of these peace talks that Trump has been sicking Witkoff on, these were a lie. These peace talks appear to be a means to create a false sense of security in Iran, giving Israel the chance to make the strikes that they did. Now, while some people might think that that's a brilliant military strategy, which it worked so far, let's talk about the blowback of this. Let's talk about what happens when you create a false narrative that you are conducting peace negotiations with a belligerent country concerning nuclear weapons. And they believe that you are coming to the table in good faith. All the while, you are conspiring against them for a first strike to trigger a war. It's exactly what the United States did. I want to ask people that think that this is a good idea, what happens the next time the United States wants to create a peace deal with a belligerent country? How likely are they to believe that it is not a ruse, that it is not another instance of the United States destroying the concept of a peace negotiation? To make this situation even worse, even more ignorant than what it is, Trump decided on Truth Social to say that everyone in Tehran, the capital of Iran, needs to evacuate immediately. Why? A lot of people are going to assume that he's threatening nuclear annihilation. He might. I mean, who knows for sure? I suspect instead he's playing the game of political realignment as well. He's going to do what he does best, use social media to sow chaos. If you have the President of the United States cryptically telling 10 million people in a foreign country's capital to evacuate immediately, it causes panic. And that's the intention. The intention is to ensure that Iran falls apart within, that the people there start to just dismantle their society. I don't think it's going to work as reliably as they think it will. I think what will instead happen is that if a revolution does take place in Iran, it will be more in line with a stronger, more aggressive approach to the world at large. A reaffirmation that nuclear weapons are absolutely essential for their survival. That's the consequence of what's happened here. But while that's occurring, you have Trump sowing war through social media, using social media like a weapon of mass destruction, only to be echoed by the Prime Minister of Israel, Netanyahu, calling on Iranians within the country to revolt, telling them to make Iran great again.